Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. And happy March. Today, the beginning of a new month. And you all had an extra day because February is a leap year. You had an extra day. So you all had an extra day to reconnect with some people and close some sales. So let's get you all started off with a great month. Now, there are new features and actions that are going to produce immediate results that are going to lead to sales on LinkedIn and Facebook. So as you are all looking for new people to talk to, as we've proven over the last 2 months, for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a while, you're sitting on a gold mine of people that you had previously talked to. Or maybe you're connected to these people, but you've never talked to them. And some of my students, just by going back to the people that they were already connected to, have achieved outrageous results. There are also new categories of prospects that are anxious to join your business. And for the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about retired people. It's all over the news. 1 out of 8 retired people are looking to go back to work. Now, you'll enroll more reps with these proven actions and innovative texting scripts that I introduced years ago, but still continue to work. First, change your picture on Facebook. That's it. Just change your picture. And talk to the people that like them, react, respond. Think about it for just a minute. When people first get into network marketing, what's the first thing they're asked to do? Make a list of your friends and then call them. Tell them about your new business. And the results that most people have are so bad that people that just got started in a business begin to question whether or not they really want to do this. And that one initial activity has frankly turned the general population off to the whole concept of network marketing. Back in 2005, I wrote a book, Make the Internet Your War Market. Don't go to call your friends. And this process still works today. Happy birthday wishes. I just changed my birthday to take place in February. And I'm up to 2,400 people that wish me a happy birthday. Now, you can wish other people a happy birthday, or you can change your birthday and have people come to you. Facebook has a feature that will enable you to look and see who's having a birthday in the future. Bottom line is you can be talking to people every day. Then we have the holiday strategy. We have official holidays, and then we have unofficial holidays. And when you look at the names of some of these unofficial holidays, 3 years ago, we introduced into boot camp the whole concept of wishing people a happy holiday for an unofficial holiday. And the results have been so strong that the holiday strategy is probably just as effective as the birthday strategy. And then, of course, finally, motivating posts. So on March 9th, Dennis is having a birthday. And so Dennis starting on March the 9th on LinkedIn, you're going to hear from all kinds of people wishing you a happy birthday. Now, just because somebody wishes you a happy birthday doesn't mean that you want to talk to them. You see, the power of social media, that's so great, is profiles set you up to be immediately liked and respected by people that are looking at your profile for the first time. But by the same token, you can reach out and look at other people and know in advance who you'd want to talk to, who you wouldn't. So these 5 actions: generate responses on Facebook, generate responses on LinkedIn. People like it, they share it, they send you comments, and then you send a text message to the suitable prospects that respond to any of your actions and start a conversation. Follow my scripts to enroll people into your business. So let's be clear. All you need is a profile. For years, people have been out there professing, oh, you got to have a website. You got to have a blog. You got to set up a system with autoresponders, with capture pages, with funnels. And think about it for just a minute. What makes network marketing so appealing to people is how fast you can bring somebody into your business, and then all they have to do is immediately start telling people that they know about it. But if you bring somebody into the business and they've got to set up a capture page, they've got to set up a funnel, they've got to set up all this other stuff before they ever get through half of it, they throw up their hands and quit. What you're all mastering is a process that happens fast. So here we are. We're into a new month. And Thursday next week is National Cereal Day. Who ever heard of a holiday called Cereal Day? Well, on the day before, on the 6th, you've got National Oreo Day. You also have National Dentist Day. Friday, you have International Women's Day. There are unbelievable opportunities to use this type of information to start conversation. On the 11th, you got National Napping Day. And then we are coming up on St. Patrick's Day. But in boot camp, we share another website with you that has over 90 unofficial holidays. They're not even listed here. That are going to give you an opportunity to talk to people. On the 23rd, I say we got National Puppy Day. So, and on the 25th, you've got International Waffle Day. So there's no shortage of opportunity for you to post things that will trigger comments and responses from the people that you're connected to. You know, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. Response rates increase dramatically when you use my scripts and my secret sauce. My secret sauce are gifts. And so when you send somebody a message, somebody that lost their job or has been struggling financially because they haven't been able to find a job for the last 9 months, and you send them this message, no matter what you're going through, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You have the solution to so many people. Today, 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone if you have a LinkedIn and a Facebook phone app. Adding animated content to a text message is producing immediate results, and it's a way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. You've heard the expression, he's a social media influencer. Well, all of you can attain social media influencer status based on what you post. A GIF, a moving image, draws extra attention to your message, so people are much more likely to answer it faster. And we've seen it. For those of you that have been here before, you've watched me log into someone's account, send them a message, and they write back right away. Why? Because the message we send resonates with these people. LinkedIn's new feature, Celebrations, enables you to catch up with people you're connected to that are having a birthday. And when you send a moving image as opposed to a static image, your message is moved to the front of the line with the standpoint of having people respond. So I want to wish you a happy birthday. You know, we've been connected on LinkedIn since 2015, but have never really talked. There's another line in there. I hope your special day is spent surrounded by the people that love you. And what prompted you to become a teacher? You can start a conversation with anybody. The question is, do you want to? Based on who they are. Let me Okay, so Shirley, relax, okay? Because Shirley's right, you know, I just realized there are people that I'm connected to that I haven't talked to. It's okay. It's okay. Let me go over here to LinkedIn. All right, now LinkedIn has a feature. First and foremost, let's go take a look at your network. You're all different. And LinkedIn has a feature called Celebrations. If you don't have it, anybody can get it, okay? You just have to use the link to get to it. So what LinkedIn does is, because you filled out your profile, LinkedIn is pushing connections. People you may know from the University of Arizona, where I went to school. And an easy way to connect with people is to connect with people that went to your school. They're going to recommend people you may know that live in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. This is so funny, okay? Because people are going to pop up here that you know. And it's going to be based on the contents of your profile, mutual connections. They're going to recommend go down a little bit further. See, you don't want to follow people. You want to connect with people. They'll recommend people you know with similar roles. And these come up based on the contents in your profile and mutual connections. So there is more than a dozen different ways that LinkedIn is constantly going to be pushing people in front of you, but you got to be very careful, because just because LinkedIn recommends them doesn't mean they're active. Doesn't mean they're active. But let's come back up here. What was that? And let's go to celebrations. All right. So when people change a job, you get a notice. When people are celebrating a birthday, you get a notice. And when people have an anniversary, again, you get a notice. So Kim, she's been with Mary Kay for 21 years. Kimberly has been with Nu Skin for 18 years. Now, depending upon the details, just because she's having a birthday, Jeunesse, over the last 2 years, has gone through amazing changes and transformations. They were sold last year, they were actually sold to an investment group. 9 of the top earners in the company left and started another company. So you have no idea whether this person, let's go over here and look at message. Let's bring up her profile. So now the question, if we come down here, is all about activity. And she's a sapphire. Well, the last time she posted anything was 2 years ago. Last time she made a comment about anything was 3 years ago. The last time she reacted to anything on LinkedIn was 3 years ago. Clearly not active, or not as active as you'd like her to be. You want to be reaching out to people that are active. Now we have strategies that will enable you to make a change to your profile so that you have an anniversary. And any action that you take here will cause LinkedIn to share information about you with everybody that you're connected to. But let's go over here to birthdays. And it's kind of funny, because last year, in I guess it was October or November, we could see who was having a birthday. But then we'd have to look up the profile to see how long have we been connected. And then One day we came back here and LinkedIn added it. So here's somebody I've been connected to for 8 years. He's having a birthday. But I've never talked to him. Never talked to him. Bring up the profile. So I've been connected to him since August of 2015. The question is, just because he's having a birthday, is he active? Hasn't posted. Last time he liked something was a year ago. So the likelihood that he's going to react to a happy birthday message from you is remote. Last week, I was working with one of my coaching students who was a little upset that she went into this feature and she started reaching out to people that were having a birthday. And nobody was writing back. And when we looked in to see, we could see these people hadn't been active in years. So here's somebody connected 13 years ago, and he's got the open to work frame. Well, the open to work frame was only introduced to LinkedIn 2 years ago, so let's take a look at him. Again, master friendship builder, influencer. Now, you look at his profile, you can see he's got 17,000 followers. Now, the fact that we can see his followers means his settings are off. And he's got a follow button as opposed to a connect button. Let's scroll down a little bit. Today's his birthday. All right, so he's got a, let's take a look at his activity. He made a post on this 5 months ago. As long as it's under a year. Now let's look at comments. Let's go to posts. These are comments. Let's go to posts. He posted something 2 years ago. Comments 5 months ago. See, if he's reacted to any. So he reacted to this 4 months ago. So at least you know he's relatively active. But we've been connected, but have never talked. So you're all sitting on a gold mine. Now, one of the things that you can do is go over and look at the people that you're connected to. And you're going to hear from all kinds of people. Let's bring this one up. Now, this is a bogus profile. How do I know? Because LinkedIn is being slammed, is being inundated with hundreds of people. A lot of them are coming from China. And the strategy is start a conversation and then move you over to WhatsApp. Let's talk on WhatsApp. Only reason I connected with this person was we got a boot camp coming up. The sooner you can identify the people that you don't want to talk to, the better. But what you can do, let's come back over here to your network. Come over to your network. And everybody that you're connected to, and you know, these numbers change all the time. They change. LinkedIn is constantly moving things around. They're pulling people off. They're adding, you know, they're updating. So here I have 9,000 people that they're giving me credit for to be on my first level. Now, these 9,000 people all have connections. Those 9,000 people connect me to 1,620,000. That's why sometimes we connect with people, not because we're going to do business with them, but because we want access to their connections. So these 1,620,000 people, they all have connections too. So LinkedIn lets you connect with people in your first 3 levels. So I have easy connections to 1 billion people. You'll do the same thing. And this is a little deceptive because when most of you do it, they're going to indicate that you've got access to 1 billion people. And the truth is you don't. I don't either. This is a number that they throw out there. Could be because the mechanism to come up with this number isn't effective. So it defaults to this number. Bottom line is the people that you are connected to are potential candidates for your business. So you need to come up here and search your existing connections. How many people am I connected to that are retired? 407. How many people am I connected to that are looking for something new? It's like 1,200 people. So here, if I click on message, so reach out to this person in June of last year. I don't know, somebody must have been on my account. And so it's been since June of last year. And this is as far as it went. You have a whole series of scripts that you can use to start a conversation. So we go over here and look at his profile. So he worked for this company for 13 years. It's a healthcare recruiter. Again, you pop down here. Look at his activity. So he posted something 4 months ago. made a comment 4 months ago. That's enough, as long as it's under and reactions. So he liked this 23 hours ago. We're connected. We could restart a conversation. LinkedIn has some new features. They come back over here on my homepage. Now, posting is one way to build up your reputation as an influencer. So we're actually broadcasting this for all my friends on LinkedIn. But an hour ago, I made a post. And so far, 4 people have liked it. But I've had 52 impressions, which means 52 people saw it. But impressions don't do you any good. You don't know who these people are. You have to get people to react, to like it, to make a comment. And these are people that you could basically start talking to. But let me show you some new ways to connect with people. Let's say I'm looking for someone looking for an opportunity. Let's do opportunities. And let's filter it down. Recruiters. Now, with recruiters, it's a little different because recruiters will use the open to work frame to let people know, hey, I am open to work as a recruiter. Right? This one, you're actively looking for new opportunities. Looking for new employment opportunities. And we saw the other day that you just don't want recruiters. You want recruiters that have other skills, which is another new element to LinkedIn. Because we could come up here, instead of looking for the profession, we could look for people with the skills. But I'm just going to take this, all right? I got 70,000 people. Now I'm going to take this over to Recruiter Lite. This is one of their advanced features. So they're telling me there's 72,000 people. Now, you scroll down on the left. And this is a feature. I was working with a top earner in Melaleuca, actually. He's one of the top earners in the company. He wanted to connect with people who used to be in network marketing. And you can come over here, you can put the name of a network marketing company in, but that's not what I want to show you. Here we go. Recently joined LinkedIn. This feature is worth its weight in gold. So in the last 90 days, you have 161 people that recently joined LinkedIn that are recruiters looking for an opportunity. Then 15 to 30 days ago, In the last 24 hours, 15 people. So what is the benefit of this feature? These people are new. They haven't been bombarded by people trying to sell them things. Huge feature. Let me come back. Let me come back to LinkedIn. Oops, let me come back here. So whether it's your birthday or an unofficial holiday, Dentist Day, this large group of people on LinkedIn that are rushing to join are people that are retired. According to the news, millions of Americans nearing retirement age don't have savings. Half of baby boomers have no retirement savings. Easy to find these people. So on the 18th, we did a search for retired people, and LinkedIn had 7 million. 7,090,000. LinkedIn has added 270,000 retired people since then. I did a search this morning. They have 7,360,000 retired members. So let me ask you a theoretical question. What would you attempt to do in network marketing if you knew you couldn't fail? How would you feel if you knew that you could build your business on LinkedIn and Facebook in an hour or two a day, and all you need is a profile? Oh, that's all you need. A profile. How would you feel if you knew that you could talk to perfect prospects about your business every day on LinkedIn and Facebook? Can you all, okay, let me ask you a question. Can you all hear the dogs barking? You all hear the dogs? I got a filter on here. I'm just curious. Oh, good. Wonderful. This filter's really working. So how would you feel if you know you could talk to perfect prospects about your business every day? But if you're going to talk to people, you want to know it, you can tell in advance the people that you want to talk to. How'd you feel if you knew that you could recruit 5 to 10 people into your business every month? People are doing it. We have people in this live broadcast today that are doing it. And how would you feel if you could become a top earner in your business before the end of the year? That's how you're going to feel. Over the years, I've watched top earners in companies that built their business the hard way. And they all come back and they tell me the same thing. God, I wish I knew about this earlier. The truth is that a lot of these features weren't available earlier. One of my students, when we started working together 3 years ago, was number 6 in his company. Within 11 months, he became number 2, and I just saw a post on his page that now he's number 1. You are all heading down the same road. You can literally recruit like crazy. You know who the people are by profession who would naturally be interested in your business. So you reach out to them, you make the connection. But there should be nothing on your profile about your network marketing business. Social networking law number 1. What you see on a person's profile is what they want to talk about. You are not the only person in your business, not the only person in your business that is on LinkedIn. And unfortunately, too many of them are just slamming people with opportunities. LinkedIn makes it easy to search for people, but the searches have changed. These new searching features, Sales Navigator, Recruiter Lite, which is what I just demonstrated, and Recruiter, all enable you to filter through the 1 billion, 10 million people on LinkedIn and pull out the people that clearly you want to talk to. Celebrations, which I demonstrated, again, makes it easy to connect with people, or I should say reconnect with people. All right. So bottom line, the celebration feature, which we just talked about, will enable you to reconnect with people, connect with new ones. It'll save you time, increase your closing rates, reduce rejection, and build a bigger team much faster. So I demonstrated birthdays. Now LinkedIn has rolled out major restrictions on all free accounts. These are significant. You see, you used to be able to do 300 profile searches every month and send connection requests to everybody. You weren't paying for the service. But LinkedIn has been overwhelmed with these bogus profiles. To protect their paying membership, they changed the deal. So now, if you have a free account, you can only send 10 connection requests a month with a connection request message, and they've shortened the message. The message used to be 300 characters, so if you're using my scripts, you have to edit them down. You have to take 100 characters out. You can't send. It used to be 300. Now it's 2. Now LinkedIn's going to offer you a free 30-day free trial. Depending upon what you're selling, you might just want their premium package, which gives you the minimal features, but enables you to do unlimited searches. Or Recruiter Lite, all of them will let you do unlimited searches. Recruiter Lite will let you search for people that posted recently. Sales Navigator, I'm sorry, Sales Recruiter Lite will let you do searches for people that posted something recently. Recruiter Lite will let you bring up people based on when they started on LinkedIn, but you can't see their posting activity. And then the regular Recruiter will let you do when they posted and who's new. But depending upon what you're trying to sell, you could probably get away with either Sales Navigator or Recruiter Lite. When people have suspicious backgrounds, you may reach out to somebody to say, hey, be sure when you accept a connection request who you're connecting to. Because there are all kinds of bad characters that are out there. When you do a search, your search results are going to be determined by the content of your profile. How much your content matches up with the profile of others. So if I came back over here, All right, now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do a search. Get over to a fresh page. So I can do a search for recruiters. And you have 2,450,000 people. Do a search for people in sales. I have 56 million. We're all searching in the same pool. So we're all going to come up with the same number, 56,200. The people that are going to come up for me are going to be the people in Miami, South Florida. When you do a search, if you're in Seattle, people are going to come up for you are going to be in Washington. Now, one thing that you can do, which is unbelievably effective, is you could change the location, change your location. One of my students who is a $1 million earner in her business was building her business around the events that her company was taking place. So if she wanted to build her business in Australia, she just changed the location on her profile. She put herself in Australia. If you're going to a company event in Vegas, wherever your company is hosting an event, change the location in your profile. And your search results are going to change. So the bottom line for all of you, at the end of the day, if you're not talking to people, you could be. As a matter of fact, if you're not talking to people, it's a shame. Because you could be talking to 10, 15, 20 people every day. So you can search for people by country, by state, or by zip code. People that are open to work on LinkedIn, 140 million. People looking to work, 9,380,000 people. And these numbers change all the time. Looking for opportunities, 2 million. There are 10 professions with the highest burnout rates that you could talk to. But the more selective you are that who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. Look at all the doctors, nurses. Nurses make phenomenal networkers. As a matter of fact, most of the nurses that you're going to run into, if they've been in nursing for more than 5 or 6 years, they already know about network marketing. Social workers. Yesterday, I told you a story about a social worker that was also into other things. Teachers, school principals. I personally know 7 school principals that are $1 million earners in network marketing. When you look at the people on their team, 70% of their team are school teachers, attorneys, police officers, accountants, fast food employees, retail store folks, life coaches, health coaches, posting. Bruce Lee's quote, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Your one kick step to mastering this entire process. Create your page, connect with people, or in some cases, reconnect with people, communicate with them, qualify them by asking questions, and sign them up. Effective engagement is going to be the key. And this is so simple, anyone can master this. So whatever you post makes you stand out from the crowd of other people. So whether it's a happy birthday, Martin is a coaching student in the UK who sent me this last month. He sent it to my staff. Tell Max I'm doing well with the UK-based affiliate program. Thanks for his coaching, being active on LinkedIn. Wishing someone a happy birthday 4 months ago. I just had my first $12,000 month. Jackie, having great success with the birthday strategy. Had almost 200 people reach out to me to wish me a happy birthday on the 28th. I started a conversation with most of them. I got 28 people looking at my business right now. This is fast. And then a few months later, she sent me a follow-up. Over the last few months, my business has exploded. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. This right here is what you need to focus on. Because if you're building a business and you bring people into the business, and then you help them start signing people up in the business, you help them start making sales. In some cases, you can do it within 72 hours of signing them up in the business. You're on your way. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing to stop you. Let me look. Oops. Okay, so let me Daryl, I'm glad you made it. I've had some system issues with my mailing system. And as soon as we get those resolved, let me unmute you just for just a minute.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I'm sorry?
I'm on.
Okay, good. Yeah. I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna have today, but what is my calendar? I am gonna get into your account with you today. We're gonna start the ball rolling. It might be 11 o'clock.
Whenever you're good, Max, I'm good. I'm free all day and all
Okay.
day tomorrow.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get in and we're going to get it started. And then I'll give you some things to do. But we're going to go slow because LinkedIn is acting crazy with Canadians.
No kidding.
Right. But I want you to know that at one point in time, I had 17 people that were having issues with LinkedIn. And now I'm only down to 6. So, and you're not in that now. And let's see that. Let me open up Cheryl. And Cheryl is somebody that ended up having two LinkedIn accounts. And the one account that she really wanted to get into, which was an account she set up You're good to go. Okay.
I'm good to
So,
go.
they got you set up. Okay, perfect. I, mm, uh, I can reach out to you, Cheryl, about 11:30, and Daryl, I'll reach out to you between 11:30 and 12 o'clock, and we'll get you guys going. So, yeah, and
Thanks.
I've added a member to my staff that does all the technical stuff. So for those of you that are having issues with LinkedIn or Facebook, she's great, and she'll get you guys all set up. So here's the thing that I want all of you to remember. With a profile set up, there's nothing preventing you from talking 10 to 15 people every day about your business. And when you're talking to the right people, and it's easy to qualify, easy to qualify. It takes less than an hour of back and forth text to qualify someone enough so that you can bring them into your business. In our boot camp, we have a case study where somebody made a connection with a very, very sharp person who was a nurse, but he was also a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. They made the connection at the beginning of November. This was a year ago. And the person, no, actually it was 2 years ago. The person ended up getting, and in the first back and forth exchange, we learned that the person had been in 5 network marketing companies, swore they would never do it again. 8 months later, the person signed up in their business. And I understand, following up, that the person has ranked advanced 5 times. But the thing is, don't let the 8-month period discourage you. Because when you look at the amount of texting back and forth that happened between these 2 people, it was less than an hour. Most of their communication over time was posting. So every time you connect with somebody, you may already be connected to people that you've never talked to, but you're connected. And it doesn't take any time at all to connect with someone new. Determine who they are, determine what their needs are, and you have to qualify people. You're going to find you're going to have an outrageously high closing ratio and very little rejection, because you're only going to talk to the people that clearly need what you have, want what you have. So let me okay, so Cheryl, what would be a good time for you? Okay. I'll reach out to you at 3 o'clock.